less than half are protected by 2FA. And they did some research, so why 2FA is not used by people. And 33% of answered that they are not using 2FA because of user experience. It's like it's burdening, it's cumbersome, and it's user experience.
That's right. And because you have to pull out your phone, which takes a long time. It's just easier to type in a password, especially if it's a simple password.
For phone is easy. Pulling out your, security tokens and entering the password, or receiving the SMS and entering the password, this is cumbersome. But
it is a pain. Sometimes.
So 33% they named that user experience was the a buzz killer. 41% answered that complexity of the 2FA was a bigger problem for them. So they don't understand the technical...
how it works, and
how it works.
It's scary for them just because
which app do you have to download, how to set up it, how to enter the 2FA entry into this app. So it's too complicated for the people to set up a 2FA app and use it. So complexity is 41%, almost the same as user experience. And the last one reason is 36%. They mentioned that it's cost of the solution. Yes, because some solutions, if you're speaking about physical security, you have to buy some physical security keys, some security tokens, and they don't cost $1. They may cost $50 each.
So it's a physical key that you have to enter into your, say, if you want to log into your account, you're going to put that key,
correct,
like a USB key into your.
Yeah.
I see. And I wanted to ask you this. I guess this is more goes to the people who make the operating systems. Do you think that operating systems like Google, Apple, Microsoft, they should force the use of 2FA? If you have a computer, you need a 2FA. All websites should have this by default, because I don't think there's a website that doesn't require a password, right? I don't know any websites that do that.
Lucky you.
Well, I'm sure there's some websites that are there, but I think that if every website, and it was a security standard for the entire industry, if every website asked you to have 2FA, I think that would make it better, wouldn't it?
It would make better for user, but it would make bad for the business, for the money. And this is the funny part is, so companies, they decided to do such thing about the passwords. So they decided to enforce some password complexity, and what they noticed that they have dropped revenue and dropped quite drastically, while their competitors without password requirements maintain the same profit. So companies decided that they care more about the profit than about the user security. And maybe you have noticed that in some part of history, we have spike of websites asking for complex passwords, and then this idea somehow evaporated.
It's exactly true, yeah.
And the funny part is, do you know that actually that Facebook allows you to make mistakes in your password?
I did not know that. They actually do that.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, they have the algorithm that they allow, as far as I know, 3 types of mistakes in your password, and it will be accepted. First of all, if you have a reversed capitalization of your password. So basically, if you accidentally pressed the caps lock button and you entered your password in reverse caps. So if you enter this kind of password, it will be accepted.
No way.
Yeah,
that can't
you should try it. And the second one, it's a reverse capitalization. Decided to do that because many devices, like mobile phones, they usually auto-capitalize the first letter of the sentence. And many users make such a mistake not knowing it, because a mobile phone capitalized this first letter. So basically, if you have a first letter capitalized wrongly, its password is okay for Facebook.
That's crazy. Do you think that there should be security standards somewhere in this industry? Because again, I understand some parts of profit. I mean, if you're making an account for a business of some kind of service, and there pops up a message saying you need to enable 2FA, I'm sure there's a bunch of people who are going to click away and not do business with that service. But Facebook has no excuse at this point, just doing what you just described.
Yes, they do. Actually, this method is not as bad as you think, but think about it. This password, in these cases, it's not getting weaker in any kind, even getting stronger. So if you want to brute force this password, you will gain nothing from it. So passwords are not getting weaker, yet user experience are not impeded by this security. And this idea about anything, if you can't fight something, just lead it. So the companies decided, if we cannot fight the laziness and strive for convenience of our users, we need to give them what they want, yet not giving up security. It's a very hard task to combine both security and convenience. And I have a joke that two generals who are fighting on the side of hackers or law enforcement, then they try to